Welcome to the Dark Grey project. Since EOTechs are not operated enough anymore, it's time for us to talk about Aimpoint sights. Particularly the more popular ones like the Aimpoint PRO and the Micro T-1. We're going to start this whole conversation with a quick introduction into red dot sights and aimpoints in general, then the quick stats for each sight, and then for who do we recommend which optic. Alright, aimpoint and red dots in general. The red dot is projected on the glass, which means you can see the red dot if you look at the optic from the front, which isn't something to worry about if you're running a real optic. All red dot tubes have a little bit of parallax issue at the edges, but again, if you're running a real one like the aimpoints we talk about today, nothing to worry about. Anything more tech specific, just look it up on Wikipedia. So the Aimpoint ones are absolutely famous, that they're rough built, they're rugged, they're absolutely incredible in that regard. We talked about this in the past. The standard Aimpoint sight has no magnification. They come in all kind of size and shapes. I mean, today we talk about the Pro and the T1, which is very small. And all the Aimpoints are tubes. Most Aimpoint sights still have a slightly tinted glass. The new ones less than the old ones, but again, if you're running a real Aimpoint, nothing to worry about. The standard dot size is 2 to 4, depending on how much money you throw at it or what model it is. And the reticle is incredibly dirt simple. It's a dot and purely a red dot. Aimpoint does nothing else than red dots. No green, no blue, nothing other crazy stuff. Our general Aimpoint protection is, for the Pro, we basically took a big Lexan glass and we glued it with white glue in the lens protector and the rubber part, which works just fine. For the Micro T1, we're using the FCC lens protector, but we had to replace the glass which they're delivering because it started to shatter when it was shot, and we replaced it with the Lexan one. Let's start with the Aimpoint Pro. We bought our first version around 2012 and our second one around 2015. The first 4 brightness settings are for night vision, then comes 6 for the daytime, with 1 for ultra brightness. It comes with flip-up lens covers at the back and at the front. The newer ones, they are both transparent. The older ones is just transparent, like the newer one, which is a bit odd. It runs with one 2L76 3-volt lithium battery. It comes from the factory with an adjustable riser and mount. The 3 snap knot of this mount allows you to come to the 0 every time, because 3 knobs means the same tension every time. You adjust the 0 using a screwdriver or a thin coin or anything similar. In the worst case, your fingernails, which is a bit awkward. It weighs 345 gram or 12.1 ounces, which is heavier than your normal EOTech. The Aimpoint Comp M4 is the older, more expensive brother of the Pro, but it is made for higher and lower temperatures or higher pressure, in case you like going diving with your optic. The Aimpoint ACO is the cheaper, newer version of the Pro, but it is not night vision compatible, it doesn't come with the lens covers, and the mount is not as great as that one as well, but it is only 50 bucks cheaper. Now, why would you buy this one? Well, first of all, it is very reasonable priced for around 400 to 450 bucks, especially considering the amount of features. Like we said, night vision compatible, 3-year battery life, which is lunatic, come with a lens cover, mount, adjustable riser, which is great for M4s, and a case. It is simply an absolutely great, versatile quality package for a good price. Why you shouldn't buy one? Well, first of all, this knob at the side of your rifle can get entangled sometimes, not a biggie. The battery itself is a bit unusual, but at the same time, you only need to exchange it, let's say, every 3 years. The biggest problem we have is it's big, heavy, and bulky. There's reasons why we don't run it on a lot of our guns. Last but not least, let's talk about the Aimpoint Micro T1. We bought our first one around 2013 and our second one around 2014. Yes, it's night vision compatible like the Pro with the first 4 modes, and then it has 8 brightness settings, 1 for ultra brightness at the end. It runs with one CR2032 3-volt lithium battery from the factory. Unlike the Pro, it does not come with a factory mount or riser. The 0 towers are very, very flimsy, but the great thing is you don't need any extra tools. And the weight is only 181 gram or 6.3 ounces. The H1 version of it is basically the cheaper version of the T1 without night vision, H for hunters. The T2 or the H2 is the newer, improved version. It has clearer glass, crisper reticle, protected turret housing, and it includes lens covers, and it's only for $50 more. Now, what are the reasons for you to buy the Micro T-1? Well, first of all, it's incredibly light, absolutely fantastic, plus super small. It's night vision compatible, 5 years battery life, which is crazy. It comes with the tool to zero it, which is basically the turret, and with this lens protector, which everybody loses all the time. So why would you not buy one? Well, first of all, the window is pretty small. It's something to get used to, but no problem at all. It does not come with a mount and riser, which we'll talk about in a second. And not many standard mounts you can get for it are adjustable like the Pro. The actual reasons why we would not necessarily recommend it for everybody is the fact that it's incredibly expensive. Just the optic, the top part itself, costs $650 to $700. Then if you add a mount, including the riser, is another $100 extra. So we're talking already $750 to $800 for the entire thing, which makes it one of the most expensive premium red dots on the market, minus the ones which are crazy to begin with. Finally, for who do we recommend which side? The Aimpoint Pro we recommend, well, primarily in outdoor guns. It can do CQB, but it's better outside. It's better on guns where weight matters less. Still, it's probably one of the best overall packages for the price. It is an absolutely budget and quality solution. The T1, well, it's ideal in any small gun or where weight matters a lot, especially the ones you carry around a lot. And it's pretty much the premium high-end real steel performance sight. It's absolutely one of our favorite if it wouldn't be that expensive. If you still have any questions to any of these sites, please feel free to leave your comments below. I hope this whole thing was a little bit helping you. Have a good one.